Hey, it's Beth here, episode 362. I'm in a great mood. I've got 3 reasons for it. My first being that my brother-in-law, he was sick and he was in the hospital and I was a wreck for a week and we didn't get any information. Now we find out that he has lung cancer, but the one you can survive from. So, when you're in your 60s, this is good news. And he has an amazing spouse. Christy, she's fabulous. She takes such good care of him. And I tell guys this all the time, do not leave your wife. No one is ever going to take care of you like a real wife. Somebody who's been around for like 10 years at least. And all the doctors will say, the outcome is completely different if you have an amazing spouse. Well, Al does. So I'm just so happy. The second bit of good news, I had to give up iced tea. First, I had to give up Diet Coke. I've had to give up everything. But giving up iced tea was really hard and really stupid because it's just so benign. And the only reason I had to give it up was because I couldn't sleep through the night. Okay. I was in a weird mood the other day when I was really sad about Al. And I thought, what do I care? I drank some iced tea. I'm a dipsomaniac. So I'm talking like 3 or 4 glasses, large iced tea glasses. That's what they call them. That's what they're for. Slept like a baby. Did it again yesterday. Slept like a baby. Bringing caffeine back into my life. Oh my gosh, I'm so much smarter. This is so much better than red wine. Red wine depresses me. Iced tea. Oh my gosh, Diet Coke was better. The caffeine was better. But iced tea is pretty darn good. So I'm saying, maybe I had an allergic reaction to iced tea. Maybe it wasn't for life. Check out some of the things you had to give up. Give it another shot. I feel like a whole new person. So I woke up this morning. There was my New York Times, the most amazing article. When I was a kid and I watched the Jetsons, I really thought we were going to get somewhere. I really did. I didn't think about, money and everything. I just thought I would be flying to work on a little jet just like George. I really did. The other thing I thought, and this was from some deep sea show I watched. Maybe it was Super Space, maybe it was Lloyd Bridges, I don't know. But I was going to have my own personal submarine and go to the deepest, darkest corners of the sea, just like everyone else, just for fun, just like renting a car at Hertz Rent a Car. Well, it's happened. Personal submarines proliferate. Sunday Styles, front page, first page. I was in shock. It's so good. This Dutch man, he's off the coast of Venezuela. He took this, he's got this little Caribbean outpost. It's got a Dutch naval ship that's been housed there. That's where he does all of his business. And he has got it going. It's amazing. He has it so that anybody can do it. I mean, you have to have a lot of money. Okay, fine. But he has, it's for boaters. It's for everyone. In his clipped Dutch accent, he says, they thought we were this crazy group of students with a prototype and nobody thought it was real. Then a trickle of super yacht owners began to buy them. They circled and they bought them. And how everyone with a yacht now over 100 feet is at least considering calling me. And I am ready. I am ready for them. That's what he said. Okay, now, it does cost, if you want to buy your own, all right, his first prototype, you have to have $2.5 million. But all those big 150 feet yachts cost $35 million. Okay, so this is what got him going. And he gives a 2-week training course so you can have your own keys to your own submarine. It involves an entire week and it costs $1 million. And you could buy a home in the suburbs for that, but you're rich. Remember, you're rich. Everything has to start with rich people. Cars started with rich people. Planes started with rich people. This doesn't upset me. Okay, so he's got like 3 places where you can take your lessons for $1 million. One is in, I don't know, these 2 places I don't care about, Caraco, Bonaire, and the south of France. Okay, the south of France is the only one I would go to because I'm rich, and I think the south of France is where the action is. So the other thing is, he's figured out that he really wants this for me personally. So he's allowing 8 people to own a submarine, and we can all go to class together for $154,000 each. Okay, if he keeps this up and he moves that decimal point maybe 2 more times to like 1,500, I'm in, and I know he's going to do it. Okay, but right now, submarine ownership, with 8 people, anyone can enjoy it. Particularly successful orthodontists can afford it. A lot of people can afford it. That's good. I can't, but that's good. I want it to trickle down to me, and it will. Okay. The funny thing is, there's a protocol, and a large chunk of the protocol is devoted to people who are too enthusiastic. This is so funny. This would be me. And they slip and fall when walking towards the dock that has the submarine. That would so be me. Okay. So, but they protect you with that little walk. I think that's really cute. So, I'm going to do this. And then, okay, so this Dutch man, he said, now what is really fascinating to me is cruise lines. I'm getting into cruise lines. And once you get into cruise lines, everyone agrees that you're proven and you're foolproof. Okay, so that's what he said. So now it goes to the Arctic, Antarctica, like safaris. You go down, and this is amazing. Of course, you're so rich that you can be on this seaborne cruise to the Antarctic. Seats, now this is getting cheaper and cheaper. Seats aboard this polar dive in the submarine are now $899 for 45 minutes. And you go down to the depths. You go through, the lime jello, the dark blue, the gray, all the way to the black depths of the sea. And it brings you back up. And you can stay longer. And it shows you all the wondrous things that are on the bottom of the ocean. Okay, now, personal subs aren't just for sightseeing. There is Triton submarines. Now, this is in Florida. They are doing it, and they have a titanium hulled model that they designed in 2019. This goes the depth record previously held by James Cameron, the Titanic fame, has been broken by this Triton, the Florida-based one. Okay, Mr. Allen, that is the guy. He owns this little island in the Bahamas called Warcos Cay. That's what he's doing, and he's going down and finding all kinds of lost treasures with his submarine. He's found musket balls, gold bars, and a large emerald that came off of a famous ship. That is in Spanish. I can't even pronounce. Nuestra Senora de las Maravillas wreck. It was very famous, filled with jewels. He found one. He's doing this with the city of Freeport, and they have a museum. Not getting in trouble. Everybody loves him. And he says the beauty of it is you don't need tanks anymore. You can just, this is the guy in Florida. Of course, he's a more Jimmy Buffett sort of a guy. He says, you don't need tanks to go down anymore to see all the stuff that's down there. You can have a cocktail in your hand. We play beautiful music, and we go down a few thousand feet, and we have a blast. This is what I want. A cocktail, and to go down a few thousand feet. This is better than my childhood dream, because it involves cocktails. He says that it's a little claustrophobic, so that's why they're drinking, and that's why the music is so beautiful. He had a jet fighter guy go down. He said, this is smaller than a cockpit, but He just gives people who are a little nervous twice the amount of cocktails. And he can usually tell if someone isn't going to make it before they even leave. Because the curve of the window distorts objects underwater, and they look much, much smaller and much closer. So, that Stella Maris freighter that they found, that was another thing that they found off the coast of Curacao. Curacao, I can't pronounce it. It looked like a bath toy, and it made people very nervous that they were going to fall into it because it's a concave window. I could see doing that, and I could see maybe needing 3 cocktails, but I'm going to do it. But to the hundreds, if not thousands of feet deep in the ocean, it's to feel like you're being swallowed whole. It's ceaselessly unforgiving, but you're in this wonderful place with safe people. And I don't even want that. I want my own submarine. I want the wheel. I want to go. I just want to be like a little fish in the ocean. And I want to go by myself. And I really feel like, 8 people per submarine. No, you can get it to 80 people. I'm just going to do it 1 weekend a year. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to be kind. But this is happening. Oh my gosh. And when everything's going so wrong, here's something that's going so right. We're all going to have our own personal submarines. And we're going to be able to go as, maybe you want to stay at the Jello lime green color. Maybe you want to go to the blue that's, in this ocean, they say the blue is Play-Doh blue color. Maybe you want to stay there and see those fish. I'm going down. I'm going to the depths, and I've got a little light in the front. That's what I saw when I was a kid. That's what I've dreamed of all my life. And now here it is. So see, life is worth living. You can't give up. Wonderful things are going to happen. And this is definitely a dream come true for me. I just have to live long enough to get that decimal to keep going in the other direction. When it gets to $1,800, I'm going to save all my money and I'm going. And it's going to happen. So, it's my fantasy and it's coming true and I can't believe it. Stay tuned. Things are going to get better. And Al's going to get better. And I am going to be caffeinated every single day. Like I'm caffeinated right now. If I stuck myself with a pin, I wouldn't feel it. And it's not even a drug. It just is making me alive. So many more brain cells are working. Oh, I just feel great. So anyway, just wanted you to know about the submarines. I'm going to get a yellow one. Oh my gosh. That's part of this fantasy. I'm going to get myself a yellow submarine and go down just like they did. Oh my gosh, that is probably like the biggest part of this. Wow. Thank you, Caffeine. I will be back. Stay sane. Bye-bye.